what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. And today I'm about to be telling y'all how I became an athlete, because I don't think most people know where I came from or how I got into doing sports or why I wanted to do sports.
Sectionals. Some wrestlers who placed were TV production club's very own Christian Clarke. Notably, Christian Clarke was only one of a few heavyweight wrestlers in Ithaca to actually make it to sectionals. A few heavyweight wrestlers in Ithaca to actually make it to sectionals.
So I just picked up sports along the way. Alright, so for my first years I grew up with my mom. Then I moved with my grandparents and my uncle. He always liked basketball, so, and I was cool with it. I didn't really have a passion for it. I just liked playing basketball. So
when he was younger, he started living with us when he was about 2. So I was 14 when he was born. So I want to say when he became really 4 or 5, because me I always just loved having him around. He's kind of like my nephew, but he's my nephew, but he's really like my son/little brother because of all the time that I spend together.
My grandparents bought a mini hoop.
We had the mini basketball hoop, right there,
it goes on the door. So me and my uncle will always have one-on-ones every now and then.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. When I see my nephew now, he's actually bigger than me now. He's actually bigger than me now. It's crazy. I remember he used to be like this, man, and he used to always want to run around the house, want to, play.
And I remember this specific game me and my uncle played. We were, I don't even remember how it happened. I think I went up for a shot. I totally bricked it. I pulled my phone out. I was like, yeah, what you thought? Yeah, what you thought?
Score. But, yeah, I always used to give him work on a little mini basketball hoop, and then I saw he had this thing where he actually loves sports, he loves to play sports.
He was like, yo, bro, you didn't even make the shot, bro.
But yeah, I used to teach him a little bit, came down to basketball, because that's my sport, that's my primary sport. As you can see, I'm a lean dude, man. I ain't really muscular and stuff like that, so basketball is just how I get active in sports.
It's crazy, man. I had to put him on YouTube, man.
But yeah, it first started from on the little mini hoop, and then as he got older and progressed, I started teaching him a little bit more the ins and outs on basketball, and, just footwork and just getting your rhythm right, because you have to get your rhythm right, for basketball. I think it's really that for any sport, but basketball is really entirely a rhythm sport. If you're not in rhythm, then you're not gonna really be able to do the things that you could do on any such day. But yeah, I'm super extremely proud of my nephew. Every time I talk to him, I hear new things about him. I see what he's doing in the sports atmosphere myself. I see how he's playing football. He's doing great. I see how he's wrestling. I've seen a couple of his matches. I know what my nephew is capable of, and I'm super proud of him. Super proud of him. But yeah, I didn't know that he was going to get into football and wrestling as he did later on and succeed in the ways that he did. That was an unknown. And I had no idea that he was going to be even bigger than me. He right now stands at about 5'10", 5'11". His dad is not even that high, so I don't know where that came from. But
other than that, I don't think I had any I don't think I wanted to play sports in the Bronx. I was more into technology than I was into anything, so I don't think I had any real interest in sports besides basketball at the time, until I moved with my mom again in 3rd grade, and then everything changed, I would say. Yeah. So in 5th grade, before and during quarantine year, I played basketball. I don't know when the season started, but I remember I was on the team And I think I joined the team late, or I didn't come to a practice when we were giving out numbers, so I had no number. Like, I was just balling with no number. So, you know, we're going through the season, and then quarantine.
The states of emergency across this country, and now here in New York.
Tournaments, everything. A banquet, and then I went there and I got my trophy. So, you know, that was all right. And after that, I'm not gonna lie, quarantine hit me bad. Like, I started gaining a lot of weight, and I wasn't really moving as much as I used to. I was really immobile. So during my 6th grade year, I was just out of shape. And during my 6th grade year, everybody wanted me to play football. My brother wanted me to play football. My Coach Akins wanted me to play football. So I just felt like, all right, you know, I'll try it out. And I also wanted to do football. So, you know, everything just went together and I did it.
To my beautiful people watching this, I'm Coach Akins. I'm here to speak on behalf of my guy, Clarke. One, it's a pleasure to speak on your behalf, buddy. Before I get into you as an athlete, I gotta speak about you as a person, you know, because you're more than just an athlete. Knowing you, to know you is to love you, honestly. I love your swag, your charisma, you know what I'm saying, your sense of humor. You could sure throw a joke out. You could take one, but you could sure shoot it. Just even meeting you in middle school and just, you know, your swag, you know what I'm saying? My boy got a good little bop about himself, you know? And just to have that aesthetic and quality on the football team and to coach that made my experience coaching you and my experience building our relationship much better. So hats off to you as a person. And now you as an athlete, it's been a pleasure to watch you grow. You doing what you do now is a testament of the hard work that you put in already. I believe you being able to tell your story comes from the confidence you built through the adversity athletics has presented you. Yeah! The toughness of running a lap, the toughness of coming down to the wrestling room, all that built something for you. It built a better you know, and through that, you know, you found some confidence in your achievements. One thing that I love most about you is your ability to absorb what's being taught, the ability to absorb what's being told to you and apply it. You know, the best thing as a coach is to pour into an athlete or pour into one of your students and get something back from it. I became better coaching and teaching you, you know, and I really appreciate that. I learned how to be a better individual. I learned how to be a better coach, you know. So you as an athlete, man, that's just one side. You as a whole person, you're a wonderful guy, honestly, man. And you're just scratching at the surface of your talents, you know, just your ability to start your own platform. This right here, like I said, is a testament of the hard work you have already put in. Your perspective about hard work, you know, it's a quote, Inky Johnson, how you view what you do will always fuel how you do what you do. I'm gonna say it again. How you view what you do will always fuel how you do what you do. And that's just work ethic, you know, your work ethic. How you view those challenges, you embrace them. That was the best thing you could have done, was embrace those challenges, man. And not just on an athletic platform, but even just with our conscious conversations. Me and you have built a relationship that go past the classroom, past the wrestling field, past the football field. Me and you locked in as just mutual understanding that we're trying to be better. You help me be better and I help you be better. And that's the best thing as an athlete, as a coach that I can get from an athlete, is I'm pouring into you, but by pouring into you, I'm also getting something from it too. Just as an athlete, just admiring, like, you embracing adversity. You know, I feel like adversity grants, you know, all of us opportunity, but it's all about how we look at it. It's all about your perspective. You took the perspective of the hard work and the challenges that was at your doorstep, and you did something with it. You could have allowed the not being able to run a lap. You could allow that to just fold you up and sit you down and not come back to football practice. You could allow the not being able to get up after a shot in wrestling scare you away. But you embraced the hard work. You took the opportunity to be better from it. You going through the football in 7th grade, you going through 8th grade wrestling, and you was just coming down to the room trying to absorb knowledge. You wasn't even on the wrestling team, but you will show up. That's the best thing from you, buddy. Your ability to show up for yourself, man, and continue to do that. Like, through coaching you, I have learned how to be a better person and be a better coach. So I thank you for that, man. Thank you. Like I said, to know you is to love you, and I wish you the best, man. Anything you need, you know I'm gonna call away.
But I feel like the main sport I always wanted to do was wrestling, because I watched a lot of WWE, and I saw people slam people, pin people. I saw a lot of crazy stuff. But I'm here to tell you now, if you had the same dream as I did to wrestle, and you think it's gonna be anything like WWE, I'm telling you right now, it's not. I'm telling you right now, it's not. You're not hitting nobody. I signed up for football in 7th grade. I was still out of shape, so you know how that went. Conditioning, crazy. But, you know, during the Shenango Valley game, I just remember, like, it was crazy. I grabbed him, slammed him, next play, did the same thing, next play, whipped for the same thing. I don't think he was lining up that time. And then the next play, I think I did it again. And I was just talking crazy the whole time I was out. I remember the last game I played. Still going crazy. I think I got a holding call. I don't remember. I remember I had somebody. I was just pushing him. After that season, I was like, yeah, this is tough. This is tough. I like this.
So back when I was a freshman and Christian was an 8th grader, we went to the gym after school pretty much every single day, I'd say. Yeah, just a very good guy to work out with. Very motivating. Very nice person too. And yeah.
So now, during my 8th grade year, is where I really started to get into sports, like, a lot. So I signed up for football during 8th grade, and I'm not gonna lie, our team is pretty solid. So I played every game during the 8th grade season. I was a starter. I was one of the best on the team, but I wasn't as good as I wanted to be that year, and I saw that after I improved. Because watching back on my old film, it wasn't really that good, but we all had our moments here and there. So yeah, but I'll say I stayed solid most of the games that I played to, you know, help us get the score up, help us keep the score. Now as for track and field. So this is my first year playing track and field. So, you know, the first 2 weeks were terrible. First 2 weeks were crazy. I'm gonna say that right now. The first 2 weeks were the worst. Alright? Oh man. Push-ups on concrete is all I'm gonna say. Alright, but after the first 2 weeks, you know, I made the team. Throughout the season, I was constantly improving on shot put and discus. So, you know, that was always good. But there was this one specific meet where I remember I got so mad that I just threw a PR. Alright, we're at Shenango Valley. We're playing against Binghamton, Shenango Valley, and Johnson City. So I remember it was during the discus event. I threw something. I think I threw something really bad. And then I just heard the Johnson City coach talking crazy in the back. So I'm like, oh, we're for real? Alright, bet. I went back on my third one. I was just so mad in the ring. I was just charging up. And then I threw it. It went 73 feet. It almost hit one of the people marking the throw, and everybody was cheering. I just looked at the coach, I looked at everybody else with the straightest face ever, and I just walked off. I was so mad when I did that, because it's like, you really want to talk like I really want to cook everybody here for real? Like, come on now, come on. So yeah, The track and field season, it was a good season that year. You know, I finished good.
I'm Zach. I'm Christian's cousin. I'm just here to talk about Christian as an athlete. Me and Christian knew each other since we were little. We both grew up in sports and athletics. I happen to be a little bit older than Christian. Went through the recruiting process a little bit earlier. But Christian is a great athlete, very respectful, listens to any feedback I have to give him. I always try and help him, tell him about my process, tell him about what I think he should do as an athlete. He's very smart, very intelligent. He's an intelligent player, an intelligent athlete, intelligent student, just an intelligent person, very mature. All I can say is that kid gives his 100% to anything and everything he does. Always tries his best, always tries to execute to the best of his ability. That's something that nobody can negate or take away from him. I really respect that. Christian's that type of athlete, type of player, type of human being to show up to the facility at 5 a.m. in the morning and leave the facility at 9:30. He's there for the early mornings, the late nights, and he's willing to do whatever to get it done.
For my freshman year, I signed up for football again. Totally different. So we did way more conditioning, and I'm actually like learning more stuff as a lineman. So the first scrimmage, I remember, I think I got 3 hours of sleep that night. So I was on a weekend. It was a weekend scrimmage. I just came to the school, got my uniform, and I was just like, the whole time. So we got to the field. We all put our uniforms. We started practicing before the scrimmage. And then I remember I went out. As soon as I went out, I was going crazy. I got every block. And then when we switched to defense, it was one play I didn't get, not what I wanted. I was just, Second play, they snapped the ball. I get pushed back. I push him off me. I see the person that's over there. I run towards him, and then I get the tackle, and then, we all just, So that's how football season went. I also played on senior night. I didn't get as much playing time as I did in 8th grade, but, I always had to come back. Played in senior night. Did a couple stuff here and there. So, And, playing in the league, playing in the independent league in Section 4, we were the champions in football, so, that was good. And now, this is my first year of wrestling. Oh boy, wrestling. Alright, so I signed up for wrestling. I came to practice. Y'all already know how to explain that. Y'all saw my other videos. Growing up, a young kid, always had a little bit of strength. I just picked up sports along the way. Because why not? So